in turn would make the individual and society's life better. It is assumed, okay, that when you are a spiritual person, at least you have a high level of morality and a high consciousness of what is right and wrong, and so you do not want to even go down that path. But many a times you get to see people who say, well, I don't even do religion because of this and that and that. It's very annoying to see when people are supposed to be helping people, guiding people, and then they're making profit out of religion. So that also in turn, becomes kind of transactional in some levels, or at some levels. We feel that we also have a lot of transactional religion in Nigeria. So putting these two together, right? Transactional politics and transactional religion, which one is worse off for any society? Which one is worse off for a society like ours, a Nigerian society? Which one, hits us more hard, brings about more adverse and disadvantageous position and situations for us? Is it the politicians who are transactional, who are corrupt, who are uncaring about the people, and all they admire is the gains they make? Or say it is the religious institution whereby to have people that should help shape a mind, yet they choose to be transactional in their own dealings with the people, and thereby it results in the adverse effect in society. So that's what I'm asking, and I want us to debate on it. I feel like debating on this. You want to throw light on it, you want to learn, you want to engage, please feel free. I would open up the lines for you. Like on Tuesday, I don't want you calling me and telling me you want to debate and that you just want to me. I'll cut you off right away with any apologies. Those fun of trying to veer me off what I'm doing. I'm asking you, for peace sake, and for us to have some sort of decency, just if you have the urge to talk about it and you don't debate, listen. But if you truly want to debate someone, it will simply take you to call in, tell me your name and calling from. Then tell me what position to, take. You feel. Tell me and tell me that you feel transactional is more dangerous than transactional religion, or you can take the position of saying transactional religion is more dangerous than transactional politics. And I'll set you up with a co-debater, and together you guys slug that out. Okay? So I'll give you a chance to make your points in the first instance, and you would respond to each other, and then at that sense you're able to also interject and just make it a bit heated and enjoyable and make your points as best as you can. So it's time for us to debate this Thursday again, like we did it last week. You can call either of the phone lines 0700 951 0000 and 0809597 4869. WhatsApp is 080990137. Please call in, or you can call WhatsApp. Presume like last week that was people were hearing people on the phone could hear the people on WhatsApp. So yes, either WhatsApp or the phone line, and I'll set you up. Then we can go on with our days. Right now it's 9 minutes past 1, so I think it's best we get it started. You can join me on Facebook, you can join me on YouTube, and you can throw in your comments if you want to just throw it and leave it that. Okay. So let's see who the first debater is. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon. Okay, what's your name and what position are you taking?
Yeah, my name is Chris. I'm calling from State 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to go with transactional politics against religion. My reason for choosing transactional politics is because...
Let me get you a co-debater now. Yeah. So you say transactional politics is more dangerous, or transactional religion?
Yeah, transactional politics is more dangerous.
Okay. All right. So if you want to oppose Chris, he says politics is more dangerous. If you feel transactional religion is more dangerous than transactional, well, you can go ahead and call, and you guys would pitch each other. But in the absence of anyone calling, I just want to start up before we get you a code. Go ahead. Tell us why you think that is most.
Yeah, it is not one. It's a system. If you are playing politics, like politics are selling their number for 100 million. Anybody who would want to 100 million and actually somehow want his money back, not to back. Therefore, if you know the information gets the money back, and when this transaction comes in, it is from the society who is making that compelling people, trying to coerce people into trying to get whatever they invest. Like an investment. When you say religious politics, why I don't want to dabble to that is because, one, let I begin to speak blasphemy. Everybody, the primary responsibility or the primary decision for human beings is to win soul for the kingdom of God. So everybody is called. There is no single person that is called specially. That is why people of the old in the Bible, some of them like John the Baptist, you will never hear anything about why. So many of us in the old, you don't hear anything about the God. So the point is that it is an individual thing. Whatever the person decides to do is between and his creator. It is for me to begin to castigate any man of God or something. That is why I choose to go with the issue of politics. They have too much money. It is very difficult for you to be a member of the political party now. They will now say, area. If you don't have money, my dear, you have to go and look for money. And once you get money to invest in a particular thing, it's always the Duke of Level, the fact that you also need something, to come out of it. Not just because you want to serve the public. Because if you are going to buy 100 million, 200 million nomination from you, that's for doing out of responsibility. You not go back and buy all this, you spend money for your campaign and all that, and at the end of the day, nothing's going. You are just waiting for your money. It doesn't even make sense to us. But if I can make this, they should even make political offices non-attractive. They should make it so that they will have to beg people to come and occupy. People will not go there, even though they have something to offer.
All right.
You understand? It is because it is very attractive that people invest. Once they don't have any other job, you just their mountain, west, right, and center. That is why I choose to.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chris, for boxing your point. Well, point you did not have, but it was later the calls were coming in, but I just felt I needed to drop your call or drop Mike. Let me take on this one. Mike. Hello. Hi. Good afternoon. I'm fine, thank you. Tell me your name. Where you calling from? Hello. Ojo, your network is not doing you well. You need to call back.
You?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Okay,
Hello.
I can hear you now. So what related debate?
Religious transaction is
Okay. Because religion is more dangerous than transactional politics. Okay. So who wants to?
dangerous, more
Yes.
than transaction politics.
I understand you. Okay. I'm just trying to get you a co-debater. Hello. Uh-oh. Okay, that dropped there.
The co-debater has left.
It dropped, and there is calling. But I don't know how I'm even passing up on our. Okay, you know what? I think what we'll do is anybody debate WhatsApp should just indicate and to. But call somebody from the phone call. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome.
Thank you. This is Frederick calling.
Welcome, Mr. Frederick. Okay. Mr. Ojo is saying traditional religion is dangerous transactional politics. What do you say?
Yeah. The first is transactional politics. Just go like this.
Okay. All right. So, your co-debater is Mr. Frederick. You're now. I hope you can hear each other.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Transactional religion is more worse and dangerous than trans politics.
All right.
When they say somebody is religious, in fact, religion is next to godliness. And anybody with at the corridor of religion or supposed to be upright in everything. So if people at the corridor of God or at the corridor of religion cannot be truthful, they are running after politicians who are more than politics. So the reason why this at this president is because people at the corridor of religion are in character. They fail to tell the truth. They are against for whatever they are doing in the church or in the mosque. You can have politicians after solely not everything. At the end of the day, they will end up in the church. The church won't be able to do anything. In as much the person is bringing the money, the person is donating, is helping. But at the end of the day, the country and the poor people are suffering for it. The religious who can stood their ground as a mouthpiece of God, as a leader of God, and condemn the politicians who are stealing money and place them on course, like Christ did. That woe for the Pharisees for doing that. I think the politicians will look at because at the end of coming out with whatever they are stolen, be accepted in the box or something that will be given effectively, they will be welcome. So nobody to be. Thank you.
All right, so just to respond.
Police have a lot of things. Now, one nation style of transactional politics here is that, first of all, so claimed democratic system in Nigeria, operational presently, we operate a commercial system of government. And let me tell you the truth. First of all, everything to do with the economy of a nation and the revenues enshrined in the Constitution and the provisions enshrined are not being preached as practiced. Number one. Why it's so dangerous is that now from both houses, legislation, judiciary, the executive, with everything that has to do with the livelihood of a nation building, lies with the revenue, the government. But here we are, to an extent, that every other thing we generate in this country is being shared among this group of people called politicians, who do not have the common interest of the common man in this country. And why do we have poverty, combination, and the rest of all the insecurity, energy insecurity? Everything about governance is about the welfare, the security of the citizens of a nation. But if the citizens will suffer as a result of poor leadership and bad governance, where you have politicians whom, from the government of the people, they claim to resent. Now, if I should tell you,
Okay.
with the discussion that has been going on recent with our members here representing people, there's so much money they accumulate without giving anything to the people.
All right. Mr. Frederick, thank you so much. So you guys go ahead on now by way of closing up. So, anybody who wants to start?
Mr. Frederick.
Yeah.
If a person that is a practice openness in your prayers, the person practice honest, integrity, truthfulness, method, where will the person practice it? Because these are what are being preached in church or in the mosque. But go to churches or not today, what they will be preaching is money, wealth. That hearing got it, or how you acquire it. I even tell you, at the end of the day, we even give you title. It's either you become the chairman of the building committee for building or look at the number of churches we have. Look at the number of us we are. Pastors, ma'am, yes, this country is in this terrible condition. It's because our religious organizations have become transactional religious. That's why we are facing until the religious people to understand, begin to condemn these social vices from our politicians. There will be no changes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You see, it is stated that no nation can become great beyond the capacity of its justice system. You see, when you have injustices embedded in the system of governance in any nation, there can be growth and development.
Justice begins from the church.
Yeah.
Justice begins from the box. If justice cannot be found at those corridors, there's no way
All
the
right.
politician will practice it.
Thank you, Mr. Ojo. Thank you, Mr. Frederick. You guys were amazing. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on to the next.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is Daniel.
Your name is Daniel. Hello, Daniel.
Yes, my name is Daniel. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. What's up?
Good.
Make a kiss.
So I want to. Is this a debate? Yes, I want to debate based on this topic that you just gave.
All right. So, what position are you taking? Transactional politics or transactional religion is more dangerous? Which one is more dangerous to you?
I think transactional religion is more dangerous.
Okay. Let me get to your co-debater so that you guys can go up. Hello.
All right.
Hello, Mr. Swat. I did not debate now.
No, Mr. Chris, you've already called. Please. Hello. Switch off your radio. Hello.
Good afternoon, my sister Swat. This is Oris calling from Utako.
All right. Mr. Daniel says transactional politics is more dangerous than transactional religion. What's your position?
Transactional religion is more dangerous.
Okay.
Transactional religion is more dangerous.
It's more dangerous. Yes, that's what Mr. Daniel says. What do you say, Obrit?
It's transactional politics.
It's more dangerous, right?
Though I will try my best because my battery is not too strong now.
Then why are you calling now? Maybe just go and charge. No, go and charge. Go and charge. No, go and charge first. Then let me get Daniel someone that can stay. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Abdul calling from Jabi.
All right, Abdul, what do you say on this debate?
Actually, the debate, yes.
What's your position on the debate?
You have get it right.
No.
You understand?
Abdul.
Exactly.
Abdul.
Hello?
What's your position in this debate? What position do you want to take?
I want to take a position in the respect of the government. They are not sincere to aim to be.
Oh,
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment. We have got.
Hi everyone, my name is Swat. That's the name my father gave me, but you can always call me Her Vocal Majesty. I'm the host of The Sunny Side on 95.1 Nigeria Info. It takes place every weekday, noon to 3 p.m., where we get to have all the lovely contemporary conversations. If your days are normally long and gloomy, well, not anymore, because I'm here to make it all bright and sunny for you. So join me. It's an invitation. You don't want to miss out.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Less than transactional religion. I hope I get that. And you guys have also gotten that too. Hello?
Hello, Swat. It's like you cut me off before this calling from the
You said your battery is not, and I need someone who's going to stay and debate to the end. Do you understand me?
Anyway, let's go ahead.
Okay.
Transactional politics.
All right. So, Mr. Daniel, Orit is your co-debator. Yes. You start. Your time starts now. He would respond to you when you're done. You have 2 minutes.
All right. Good afternoon. Here's my thought about it. First and foremost, we need to understand what the word transactional means. In layman's term, I give you payment for something in return. That is what transactional is. When we bring in religion, it is man's attempt at connecting with a God that he believes is a creator. Now, we have two major religions in Nigeria, namely Christianity and Islam. But then, of course, we also have African traditional religion and all of that. Now, it is already very well established that in African traditional religion, we already have what you call transactional religion, in the sense that for every time you're going to go to the gods to make any inquiry of anything, you have to come with something to give to the gods. Cola nuts, chicken, 2 pots of rice, something, just to ensure that the gods will answer you, without which the gods will not answer you. But then when you come to our acquired religions, which is Christianity and Islam, I have next to zero religion about Islam, but permit me to speak about Christianity. What do we mean by transactional religion in the place of Christianity? Now, for the average Christian, we believe that we are saved by grace through faith, not by works, lest any man should boast. Now, you have a bunch of us who believe that by, quote unquote, moving the hand of God with X, Y, Z amount of money, we will get a reward from him. Forgetting that the scripture says something very, very, very important. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and its righteousness, and all other things will be added unto you. However, it's so unfortunate that in this day and time, a lot of people will go after this God that they seek for, this God who their scripture says, honor him for who he is, follow him for who he is. Live your life, abandon everything that you are, carry your cross and follow him. But the whole idea is, let me put in 1,000 naira and see if probably 3 million will come out of it. That is what I understand by transactional religion. Giving you money, oh God, that I may have something in return. Now, it's going to be funny to me when I hear a person say that transactional politics is abnormal. It is not abnormal. Politics in the real sense of the word, especially in this part of the world that we live in, is transactional, right? I am putting in XYZ into this so that I may go into a place of power to get XYZ out. There is no way you want to run politics without ensuring that there is a high amount of money that is being spent. Transactional politics is only normal. Transactional religion, however, is very dangerous. I heard the last person who debated in agreement of my stance say that it causes people to be immoral. It causes people to look away from the ills of society. Most especially because people who go into religion with the idea of self, don't really want to know what's going on around them. Their own concern is the next car, the next house, the next plate of food, me. So it is just very, very dangerous when a person does not realize that the reason for your being in religion is number one, salvation.
Thank you.
Number two, righteousness. Thank you.
Okay, so, Orit, it's your turn. You heard Mr. Daniel buttressing his point.
Thank you very much.
All right, you can respond now.
Thank you very much. Did you know what is happening in the society today? There are so many bad boys. There are so many, you hear of arms, bandits, whatever insecurity you have seen it. You hear of what do they call it? All those ones that the politician will arm, and at the end of the day, during the election, at the end of the day, they will abandon that, they become a loser to the society, and become a kidnapper, and become a killer. These are the result of politics. You see what is happening today, just like what one of the debaters said. You see a politician will go and buy a form, 100 million naira. By the time he enters office, you think he will be there. That is, he must make his money in times 10. I don't want to even go into a detail because of what is happening today, or to use somebody as an example. You see how some people came into power, they tell you that they are rich, they are only coming to serve. At the end of the day, you see they are eating off people. So you cannot say it. And let me also tell you that the politicians we have today are in the pocket of the pastors and the imam we have today are in the pocket of the politicians. So while any human being should reason and know that the politicians they are more dangerous in this country and in the society. Then I'm even using Nigeria as an example than even the region we are talking about. Who is religion? Who is politics? They are all together. That's just the truth. Politics is the real problem we are having in the country. It's the real problem. Today you see that some people are calling of military to come in. It's because the politicians we have to do, the political activities are intense and not agree with what the society wants. And becoming a problem. Army people and causing poverty everywhere. Stealing. You hear somebody will be stealing 10 billion, 5 billion, and the rest of them is living comfortably, while so many people are living in abject poverty. So you can never say because of, yes, I know that the pastors and imam are also having their own issues, that you can never, the highest we have, or problem we have, is the political activity.
Okay.
What we are having. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Reed. Mr. Daniel, you have any response to that? You guys can interject at this point in time before we wrap up with you guys.
So I like what he just did. It feels as though he agreed with me because I said it is a normal thing. It is already a norm in Nigeria that the average politician does not go into politics without thinking of transacting. In his own mind, I'm going to pay money and get in and do what I need to do. But you know what's worse? It is a group of people who, quote unquote, believe in a God but do not understand the power that they have because of that God, and instead are more focused about self than the country in which they believe in. So when they go into whatever religion it is that they are going into, they're thinking of a way or the other to pay for their own growth and forgetting that the fact is, with communal growth, you have a better society. When everybody is focusing on self more than on the nation, what do you expect the average politician to do when he knows that with just a plate of rice, he can get you to vote for him? Do you understand? But if the average individual who knows that according to his religion is supposed to stand for uprightness, is supposed to stand for justice, is supposed to stand for mercy, he will do everything in his power to ensure that nobody can be able to buy his soul. But because he's already used to having to pay for him to get, quote unquote, blessings from God, anywhere money comes from in his mind becomes a blessing in the name of, oh, this politician has come with XYZ, let me self-collect my own before the next political cycle. Do you understand? So that's what I'm trying to tell you at this point in time. For everything you've said, you've agreed with me. See, it is a normal thing. The reason why there will be any kind of degeneration in the society is because the average person doesn't even understand that his religion is teaching him to do the right thing. For him, his religion has just become another ticket to a jackpot. Do you understand?
That is making food prices today to be expensive, Daniel. Is it religion? It's not religion. It's political. It's politics. It's politics.
Oh, okay. Well, he went off there, unfortunately. Thank you, Mr. Daniel. Thank you, Mr. Oritz, for an amazing job. You guys, I really enjoyed listening to you both. Thank you so much, Daniel. Okay. Yes, I think we're done with that. Interesting one. Yes, it gets more interesting by the moment. So let's take another set. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, Dr. Barrister Swat.
Good afternoon to you.
My name is Alex.
All right, Mr. Alex.
I stand with religion.
Okay, you feel transactional religion is more dangerous than transactional politics?
No, political religion.
No.
Politics.
The topic is this: transactional politics versus transactional religion. Which is more dangerous or affects society more dangerously? Which one?
It is political.
Transactional politics.
Transactional politics
is more dangerous than religious.
More dangerous. Yes.
All right. Let me get you a co-debater. Hello. Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Swat. Habakar calling from Google. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
My stand is transitional religion is more dangerous.
All right, sir. Okay. So you have your co-debater who starts now. You have 2 minutes, sir. I think that's Mr. Alex, right?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Alex. Mr. Abubakar is your co-debater. Start. You can start now.
Okay. Well, I think instead of even vilifying religious leaders, they should even be appreciated. Why do I say so? If there is no religion in Nigeria, as I'm talking to you, probably Nigeria would have been in flame. Because as a Christian, I know what we pass through when you come with a heavy heart, no food in the house, and even if it is a deceit that they were doing, you see some people going home and they will be singing and rejoicing. Rather than vilifying or maybe thinking that the religious leaders are the problem, the politicians who we equally, because they are using our own funds, taxpayers' money, and they're using it to terrorize. They're using it to terrorize the citizens. Instead of even you can liken them to be let me even reduce my word as armed robbers. They will chase you out of the road with the taxpayers' money. The crisis we are passing through, more especially since last 9 to 10 years, where you just wake up and all your dreams are wiped out. One policy will just wipe, one dangerous policy will just wipe whatever thing you are doing. Now they will come up with policies that they don't care how you know someone by their calculation. They determine how you live, they determine everything. As a religious leader, what are you even doing? You can only without a micro organization. But this one simple policy that the government will do, it will destroy the entire nation. And now, what are we even talking about? Now that we're even looking at the religious leaders. The religious leaders, majority of them, in as much as we have some segment of them that are not doing, but you see, it's even some of them that are even trying to tell people, they will tell you the Bible says, respect your leaders, obey your leaders and stuff like that.
Okay.
Without them, Nigeria would have been a forgotten country.
All right, but I wish you would address how being transactional in both fields affects society. But you've made your point, though. Let's listen to Malam Abubakar.
My regard to the co-debater. From the time in memorial, even the biblical time before the coming of Jesus Christ, we have the Pharisee, the religious Lord, who they become arrogant. They were arrogant. They started giving a personal, narrow interpretation to Bible. They awarded sin and righteousness to people at a cost. They even vilify prostitute and the text of the society. And that is why when Jesus came, he embraced all. He is a Messiah. In their own case, they have corrupted the teachings of the Bible. Before coming of the Messiah, Jesus Christ. So it was from time memorial. I'm not intending to generalize. I'm not generalizing. People should understand. They are corrupt men of God, religious leaders, who are even in our current dispensation. We have it from the northern part of the country. We have clerics who even say it is offensive. It is to carry out protests against the leader. Even in the Holy Quran, it is said you should obey your leaders. Even they are on the right path. That emphasis, right path. Even my leader is not on the right path. I protest against this. Protest. But religious leaders here in Nigeria declaring because they have been bribed, their palms have been greased hugely in millions by the political class. They are using political class to calm down people down, to calm their name. Which is not an religious sect. It is not underdeveloped you and they deny you your right of speaking for justice. The religion is for justice, but most of our religious leaders, because of their self-serving, self-seeking, when they connive with the political leaders to carry out injustice, to carry out corruption. That is why I say it's more dangerous. They use the biblical teaching or Quranic teaching to their own interpretation. That is my take.
All right. Thank you, Malam Abubakar. Okay, by way of rounding up, Mr. Alex, do you have any more response? Mr. Abubakar, if you do, you guys go head up now.
Yes, actually, you see, as we are trying to enter by next year now, they will be gearing up for 2027 election. You will see most of them going about. So some of them, you see them going and eating akara in a place where they have woman that is frying akara. Some of them will now talk to so many things, trying to promise you the road that they are going to build, the heaven they are going to do on earth. at the end of the day, by the time you elect them in, you find out that many of them will no longer think of anything about it. Okay, like the one representing us now, the deputy speaker that is representing us. I know what the things he did when he was contesting. He was like a dove. But today, you saw what the way he was bragging, because he has eaten enough. He sees himself as a semi-god.
All right.
And he no longer believes that it is those people that were, those people that is, even if you call him, you can stay in a place. You can come to your occasion and stay for like 3 hours. But no, for him to see him, it's no longer going to be easy.
All right.
He believes he has deceived the people. So, for me, thank you.
Abakari?
Thank you. The bottom line is that if a religious leader, you should preach righteousness, you should preach justice, you should preach togetherness, you should not, your own goal should not be turning inward in order to accumulate wealth, manipulate religion for self-service.
Okay.
That is the essence. If our leaders are upright, they are morally upright, it will be better for us as a society, as a nation.
All right. Thank you so much, Malam Abakar and Mr. Alex. I appreciate both of you guys. That was a brilliant session there. Okay. So let me just go back a little bit to this topic, and because you guys are just talking about it independently, right? I want you to relate how being transactional, in religion circles or religious circle, adversely affects society. How is it a problem? How does it translate to a problem, to becoming a problem to Nigeria's development, to her well-being, and to a whole lot of things? You can just pick up one way or one thing or the other based on transactional politics or religion and relate it to probably a big problem we have in society. And you can say, well, it's because politicians are being transactional in the way that they are carrying on with politics. And that's why we have the problem of this and that and that, So that's why I'm saying that transactional, of course, we have defined transactional, what it means, at the beginning of the show. But if you're just wondering, okay, what's that word? It means, you have an outlook of business. You know how you exchange money for goods? You are conducting a sort of business. It has become like a business venture for you, whereby you aim at profiteering out of something. So you're looking at politics from that phase. Politics normally should be used as a medium through which you better the lives of people through, you come into governance, influence positive policies and all the necessary, action towards attaining the aims and purpose of governance, which is contained, I think, in Section 12 of the Constitution that talks about the welfare of the people and also security. In the absence of that, in the failure of that, of course, you have failed. So if people become transactional in religion, whereby they are, okay, you have to exchange this in order for you to gain salvation, or you have to exchange this in order for you to get this and that. How does that translate to become a big problem for us in society? So that's why I'm asking which one is more dangerous to society or which affects society more adversely. All right, so that's it. Just to refresh your memory and remind you again as we move on to take on the next set of debaters. And the topic is transactional politics versus transactional religion. Which one adversely affects society much more, or which one is more dangerous to society than the other? Let me take on this caller. Hello.
Hello, Swat. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Kingsley. I'm calling from Guarimpa.
Welcome, Kingsley. What's your position on this debate?
Okay, transactional politics is more dangerous to the society.
All right, let me get to your co-debater, hopefully. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
You're welcome.
Thank you. My name is Abakar. I'm calling from Itama.
All right, Abakar, my caller here, Kingsley, says transactional politics is more dangerous to society. What do you say?
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yes.
Okay, so you feel transactional religion is more dangerous, right?
Yeah.
All right, Kingsley and Abakar are up against each other. So your time starts now, Kingsley. Let's hear you. Why do you think that is more dangerous?
Okay, first of all, using the case study of the House of Representatives, who currently declared to us that their monthly salary is 600,000 naira. How can somebody who earns a salary of 600,000 naira a month invest millions of naira in election campaigning, millions of naira in convincing people to vote for them, if they know fully well they are not going there for their own personal? We've seen politicians who come into place of office being per EFCC. Some have gone to the point of being convicted in the court of law in the case of what happened to the former governor of Plateau State. These are men that came into politics with sole interest of enriching themselves and their family. We've seen politicians who we cannot trace whatever they do for a driving exotic cars, all because they came into the and think the money meant for the development of Nigerian society. These are money meant for to build hospitals, schools, and roads, but are being diverted for personal gains. I stand today to declare, to speak, and say that transnational politics is a challenge, has caused more problem to our society than religion. On the other hand, religion is not a compulsory affair. We've seen people on the platform like Destiny Anthony who do not believe in any form of religion. How can religion affect the person? But even if Destiny Anthony doesn't believe in any political party today, actions of politicians affects him directly or indirectly, because he's going to drive on the same road that the politicians have refused to build. He's going to go to hospitals that are not functional. His children will have to attend to a public school or a school that are not functional as well. So I stand today to believe that politicians, national politics has caused more challenge to the society than transnational religion.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kingsley. Well, Mr. Abubakar, it's time for you to respond to Kingsley.
I heard what my co-debater said. Trying to analyze the salary of politicians and what they take home and other things. That's not transactional. That was what the system we are operating allotted today. They are not just going there to take the money. We are talking about religious transactional. Religious is like the hope of the people. It's like what gives them some kind of serenity in life. When you are disturbed, when you get to the extent of going to this place, and before you can maybe, have some peace or the word of God that will kind of serene your life, and if you have to pay for that, it's depressing, it's misleading, it is not right, and it's like one of the reason why some people have kind of even lose hope, or you kind of they lose hope in the ability of God to even take them out of their present predicament. Transactional religion is a dangerous thing. Transactional politics, well, if you look at the nature of our politics, it has always been transactional. If I have to go to the extent of printing my posters, trying to convince the voters, maybe providing them for one thing or the other, providing for things that they need to better their life, it has been transactional. That's why it is. But when it comes to religions, it shouldn't. When transactional, when religious aspect results to transactional, then it's like we've been in the kind of in the long thing.
Okay.
There's no kind of remedy in sight.
All right.
Transactional religion is more dangerous to the society, and the implications can only be imagined. That's my take.
Okay, thank you so much, gentlemen. Yes, let's have your response to each other coming head up before we quickly take a break. Hello, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I heard him say that religious leaders are meant to be accountable. How can you ask for accountability from someone you never brought into power, and you neglect the person you stood on the sun, you campaigned for, you talked about, you expect less accountability from such a person? How can you ask for accountability from someone who you do not commit your resources to? Some of us are not part of any religious obligation. How can you ask for accountability in an environment you are not contributing to. Most of us are taxpayers. Most elected are our political leaders. The money that are being spent by these political office holders are not their personal resources. These are money collectively owned by Nigerians, but they use it for their personal gain. We've seen politicians who could not trace their source of livelihood, live lavishly, children schooling abroad, children going to hospitals abroad, including their family members, but they leave our own public health system in jeopardy. They leave our educational system in jeopardy. How can you expect accountability from someone who you've never for once cared how his transactions in those private entities are doing, and expect less accountability for someone who stood in the public domain and spoke to you about what he is going to do and get into the place of office and does contrary to what he had told you during his campaign? I stand strongly to believe that political office holders are transactional and not for the interest of the masses who stand up vote for them during elections. Thank you very much.
Yes, Abubakar.
It is ungodly for any religious body to ask me to even pay 10% of whatever I'm earning before God can even put blessing on what I'm learning. It is not right. When we talk of religious transactionals, these people are like the God, they're like representative of God on earth. You don't understand people. There's someone that is passing through a depression that need a word of God for healing.
All right.
And you're asking that person to bring this to get in something before you can even provide that person with the word of God.
All right.
Politics, issue of politics, you cannot say what politics is transactional. In the aspect of when they
round up
their recommended package, whatever it is, and then that is why you can say it's transactional. And precise, these people, they only have some tenure to be in office. If I expected someone that goes to a transactional politician,
thank you. Thank you.
Who's religion, and they might not be away from me.
Thank you, Kingsley. Thank you, Malam Abubakar. Appreciate both of you. That was amazing.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.